Hey, how the preparations coming along?
Preparations for what?
The move, of course. I told you, we're gonna be living with my mom now. We're all gonna live together. We have to move by the end of the month, so make sure you get everything ready. You're gonna make things difficult for me.
I don't think I ever agreed to that.
Okay, and? Just agree already.
What do you mean, just agree? I already told you I wasn't interested in living together. I'm pretty sure I told you before. Why is that the story now? I don't want to live with her. I'm pretty sure I said I don't want to from before we got married.
Yeah, but come on, relax a little bit. After Dad passed away, Mama's lived all alone by herself. We have to live together so that you can support her.
I've told you before.
And?
What do you mean, and? What are you going to do, Justin? What about work?
Well, I have work. I can't go home from my workplace. I'll end up having to come and go from work, but once my job calms down, I'll put in my papers to move. I'll talk to my boss about it.
So in other words, you're basically sending me off to your parents' house, right?
Mom seems to be a little worried to live alone anyway, and the household chores seem to be getting to her. If you go and help her out, it'll be great. That's what you can do as my wife.
You realize that I have work too, right? Why did you decide that on your own?
Shut up, Jesus! That's your job as my wife! Stop complaining! Just shut up and do as you're told! Your job isn't that big of a deal anyway. You can just quit. It's not that important.
I told you I didn't want to live with her before I got married. I had my reasons. You know that, right? It's because your mom lives alone, right? If you want to take care of your mom, you should just go home frequently.
Even if you live with my parents, nothing should really change.
Our house right now is perfectly in the middle between our houses. I don't want to move at all. Why are you suddenly choosing that kind of important talk on your own like that?
Oh my God, you're so annoying! That's what wives do. You're supposed to listen to me. You're only allowed to do as you're told. If you can't do that and listen to me, why don't you just leave?
What?
If you don't like it, if you really don't want to live with Mom that badly, why don't you just leave?
So in other words, you're going to ignore my opinion and to take your own opinion into consideration only, right?
I didn't say that.
But that is what you're saying, right? You want me to shut up. You want me to shut up and just listen to what you have to say, right? I have no right to continue working, or any right to say I don't want to live together, right?
You're so annoying. Why do you keep complaining?
Complaining? What do you mean? I'm just expressing my own concerns. If that's what you think of it, then I'm done.
Ah, so you finally get it. Get all the stuff ready for the move then.
I already have everything ready for the move.
Huh? Well, you're off work today or something?
I took off work to get ready.
Oh, look at you! You seem to be very prepared, which is unlike you. If you were already okay with all of that, then what was this whole thing about anyway? Why did you argue with me? You really don't make any sense, do you?
Oh, I meant I got ready to move on my own. When you were talking to me yesterday, I couldn't just believe my own ears what I was hearing. So I got ready to move out on my own.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm going to be leaving this house. Please divorce me.
What, divorce? Why are you joking about that? That's not funny at all! All it does is piss me off during work, so please stop!
I'm not joking at all. I'm being very serious. Maybe you'll finally understand the severity of your abuse. I don't need a husband that doesn't listen to me at all. I don't want you at all.
What is that attitude, young lady? Do you want to be chased out of the house?
Well, I'm not really being chased out. I'm just leaving on my own will. I already have everything packed and ready. I'm actually about to leave right now.
Are you serious? You're being serious right now?
I've been nothing but serious.
Why would you do that? Why do you want to get a divorce?
Because you keep saying that you want me to live with your mom, and you won't let off, even though I've already said no. The only reason that you want me to live with them is for the inheritance. You want to get more than your sister and brother, right?
What? What are you talking about? I haven't thought of that at all.
If your wife lives with her, I'm sure you can look good on the will. You want to chase me out and spend more time with your mistress, too. It's killing two birds with one stone, right?
Mistress? What are you talking about, seriously? I don't understand what you're saying. What exactly are you telling me here?
I think you understand exactly what I'm talking about. You thought that I didn't know about your affair?
I'm not having an affair. I would never cheat on you.
Okay, yeah, sure. I already have all the evidence I need, so I don't really care what you tell me from here on out. I will definitely be suing you for all the damages, though.
What evidence?
Yeah, you've been way too suspicious. I had you under a microscope. I even had a private investigator hired. I have all the evidence I need.
A private investigator? You went that far?
So I was just waiting to figure out what the best time to divorce you would be. And then you went and talked to me yesterday.
What are you talking about?
You even said it again, but if you don't want me to live with her, then I need to leave the house, right? You told me that I wouldn't live with her, from before we got married even. And I could kind of understand if both of us were to live with her, but come on, man, give me a break. You want me to live in the middle of nowhere, and you're just gonna fool around with your mistress. I'm going to be getting a divorce from you anyway. As long as you pay for damages, I'll just live my own life freely.
Damages? Are you seriously gonna sue me?
Of course.
What am I supposed to do? If the company finds out, I'm screwed!
Yeah, I kind of figured. You used your standing in the company to cheat with the new employee. I don't think anyone will respect you anymore as a leader.
Do you realize how people will be looking at me? Please stop this and get the proof back! I'll do anything, I swear! If you want me to, I'll even go back to my parents' house with you! I'll put out the transfer request immediately.
I knew you were able to put in transfer requests, but you never actually did anything for me, did you? So in other words, you don't want to do anything for me, right? And then you just pushed your agenda onto me, even though I didn't want to.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry you've made your point. Please, let's not get a divorce. I don't want to make a big deal out of this.
We're going to get a divorce for sure. I'm not going to go home. From here on out, what you can do is before I take things into court, you just pay all of the damages that I ask for. Alrighty, I'll be looking forward to seeing what happens when the proof reaches your office. Justin's office received all the proof in the morning. Everyone found out about his affair in the office too. Him and his mistress were both called up by the boss, and they were both questioned as to what happened. Unfortunately, his mistress was one of the executive's relatives. Justin was forced to take the blame and resign from his job. As a result, he lost his job and lost most of his savings paying off damages. And so he ended up running back to his parents' house and begged his mom to let him live with her. He has no job and went back to his parents' house, so his mom also kind of treated him like a nuisance.